From hot spots to hidden gems and lots of local flavor, it's your guide to LA the unscripted way. And tonight, we're talking plant-based. They are the two words quickly becoming synonymous with how we eat in LA, plant-based. Hello everyone, I'm Dana Devin, and tonight, LA Unscripted is going vegan. You know, Californians aren't just eating more vegetables, they're growing them in urban farms like this one, the Grow Good Urban Farm in Bell, California. But fear not, apartment dwellers and plant killers, we found something that can turn any 4 square feet of space, inside or out, into broccoli, kale, strawberries, herbs, anything you can think of.
I think to have a garden is to, be an optimist, right? Because you're nurturing life and you're thinking about the future. It starts here, this farm. We grow baby plants. We've grown them for the first 2 to 3 weeks of their life. That's a seedling right there.
Wow!
So that's a green bunching onion. So the farm stand is a hydroponic garden. You need about 2 by 2, so about 4 square feet. There's a tank of water at the bottom. There's modules that hold the plants. It's on a timer, so every so often the timer goes off and it pumps water to the top. It rains down inside this unit and it delivers plant roots just the amount of water and nutrients that they need. The material that the farm stand is made out of is ocean-bound plastic. Just add water and add 2 scoops of nutrients and you're pretty much good.
You just can grab it off?
Oh, you can do anything.
And then eat it?
Yeah.
It tastes like wasabi. That's actually really good.
And I learned I was going to be a dad and started to look at food differently, so opted for organic produce. But I learned that the real challenge is getting the food from the farm to the grocery store. 10 days old before anyone at the store gets it. And we all know how, food goes bad in the fridge within a couple days. And I learned that 40 to 50% of food gets wasted, before anyone eats it. So I figured, what if we could just take the waste out of the system? We'd cut the price of food in half. And that's where the concept of Let Us Grow came from. This is great. You could also just pull this out.
Okay.
And put this as a centerpiece on your table.
Oh,
so
how great! You're right. For
roots.
The fall,
yeah,
your fall
exactly.
Floral piece. Yeah, it's amazing.
We've grown over 200 different varieties in the farm stand. We have 6 different types of basil. We have 3 different types of arugula right now. The most popular are butterhead and romaine. We've got the Asian greens, tatsoi, bok choy. We get into the vegetables, tomatoes, zucchini. You can even grow watermelon. And then we also grow strawberries and alpine berries. Anything that's not a tree or a bush, you can pretty much grow. It's so easy. It takes about 5 minutes a week to maintain. And we have an app, and even if you don't use your phone, we have emails that tell you exactly what to do. It's all about the experience, how meditative it is, how good for their soul. People say it's the best thing that they've done with their children, the single most, best activity. I think that growing food is in our DNA. Every time I see my kids or any kids interact with a farm stand or any garden, they're all totally pulled in. The plant-based movement is gaining a lot of steam and is quickly growing. So my goal is really to make this as ubiquitous as a refrigerator. That everyone has, the ability to grow some percentage of their food at home.
Wow, it's so alive. And coming up, Matthew Kenny, one of the preeminent vegan chefs in the world, cooks us a dish straight from his lettuce grow. But first, she turned the pandemic into a happy vegan place for her Instagram followers and became a household name. Now, food goddess Tabitha Brown opens her very first restaurant.
Hello there. Y'all all right?
Hello, Hungry Kales.
Hello there. I can't wait for people to try the food and just feel the energy and spread the word.
What I love about Hell My Name LA is that we get a lot of people who aren't vegan
but to be able to sample and try foods that they literally enjoy, that light bulb comes on. So that's what I love, introducing people who aren't vegan to different options that taste really good. My name is Stacy, and I'm the general manager here at Kel My Name LA, with co-owner Tabitha Brown, of course. So her fans and her following, they flood in. Literally our first day, we had like 80 reservations. And they come in, you see the vibe, you see her book around, you see her pictures around, and then the energy of the fans that come in that truly love her, that's their energy as well.
And let's take some red potatoes and put it in the pan like that. Did you get into it? I had to get into it. I got a little bit of everything on my fork, because that's my business. Oh God, we thank you.
So literally, it's nothing but a good time. I wish I was exaggerating, but I'm not. Literally, tables will talk to each other.
This is not even half of the menu. There is so many things, so oh my God. I am Nico, and I'm a head chef at Kel My Name. They cannot believe that something like this can taste really good. I mean, they probably thought like, the veganism is just eating veggies and stuff, but it's not.
Buffalo cauliflower wings with waffle, that's super popular, and it's so good. The tacos are so amazing. My favorite, the fried avocado tacos. Like literally, it's a symphony in your mouth.
Those are the empanadas. Caños are basically the like mozzarella sticks, the Venezuelan mozzarella sticks. French fries, the Greek fries, fried oyster mushroom wrap.
My motto always is, what you're eating is either healing you or it's either killing you. Literally, there's no in between. So it's a good vibe, good energy, and just like that, hospitality is definitely present.
I feel happy, you know, here. Kind of getting inspired like every day.
Vegans are, you know, more aware of the planet, more aware of others. So that kind energy, the integrity that they do carry, the kindness that they do carry, they give that to others and it comes back. So when you walk in here, you literally feel that as well. I'm happy that you're here, and let's join together and commute.
And Kel My Name joins the growing list of over 150 vegan restaurants in LA. But one of the most highly anticipated places actually started as an Atlanta food truck with a very funny name. Jasmine Simpkins meets the Slutty Vegan.
I literally would have never imagined in a million years that I would have one of the hottest concepts in the country. Hey, what's up, world? It's your girl, Pinky Cole, founder and CEO of the world famous Slutty Vegan ATL.
Okay, so for those who don't know, what is Slutty Vegan?
Slutty Vegan actually was inspired by the city of Los Angeles. A lot of people don't know that. It is a plant-based burger joint. And the inspiration came from a ghost kitchen that I found when I was doing Uber Eats and Grubhub in LA. And I brought that concept to Atlanta, Georgia. I became vegan almost 8 years ago. My mother is vegetarian, she's a Rastafarian, so I grew up eating what she ate. She ate healthy, I ate healthy, right? And I took that into my adulthood. When I came up with this idea, I was in my bedroom. And it hit me like a ton of bricks, like Slutty Vegan. I called my best friend up, called my other friends, like, what y'all think? It probably took me like 3 days to come up with everything. Then I went in the kitchen and voila. I opened the first location January 13, 2019. But before then, I had one food truck already on the road. And then after that, I just started opening up. I opened up 2 locations in the middle of a pandemic. Now here we are, 4 stores later, 2 food trucks later. Now everybody knows our name. Our most popular sandwich is the One Night Stand. And that is our patty with bacon, lettuce, tomato, cheese, and our special secret sauce. And then we have the Menage a Trois with all of those toppings plus shrimp. And then another fan favorite is the Fussy Hussy, and that comes with pickles. But whatever you try at Slutty Vegan, I can guarantee you are going to fall in love with it. 1, because the food is damn good. 2, because the experience is even better. When you walk in a Slutty Vegan, we're yelling at you. We're dancing with you. We used to hug you before COVID, but we ain't hugging you no more. But the music is popping, it feels like a party when you walk through the door. Slutty Vegan is just not a Black business. Slutty Vegan is for everybody. There are a lot of celebrities that come in town when they have concerts, and we cater for them. Just recently, I fed Erykah Badu. Every time she comes to Atlanta, she calls us. My goal is to bring Slutty Vegan to LA 2022 fourth quarter. And I know that coming to LA and tapping into the vegan market is definitely not for the faint of heart. So I'm really gearing myself up to be able to come to such a special city like Los Angeles. And I just can't wait. I had already had my dream job. So to be able to create something that has now become a household name, like some days I picture myself like, is this real? Is this really mine?
Pinky, first of all, I love that name. Second of all, that food is literally mouth-watering. I will be your first customer. All right, coming up inside another tiny space, serving big vegan flavors, some plant-based soul food, and vegan actress Shannon Elizabeth reveals her secret nacho recipe. Welcome back to LA Unscripted's plant-based special from Let Us Grow and their amazing nursery here in Bell, California. Look at these adorable seedlings, by the way. This is rainbow chard and this is arugula. How cute are they? And you know, we also have over 1,200 dairy farms in California, but more and more people are taking their coffee with a side of nut milk. Sales are up over 60% in the last 5 years alone, thanks to great little breakfast spots like this one in Eagle Rock.
I think we're fortunate to be in Los Angeles and there's so many vegan restaurants coming up. But I think every time we wanted to go somewhere, like let's go to a vegan coffee shop, we felt like that's what lacked in vegan breakfast all day. Hi, I'm Joanna and I'm one of the owners and one of the chefs.
My name is Celeste and I'm also one of the owners and chefs. We're at Little Barn Coffee House in Glassell Park. You know, we've always dreamt of having a vegan cafe. Unfortunately for the previous business, they had to close because of the pandemic. It was our opportunity to take over, and here we are.
Yeah, we decided to take the risk, you know, even it was like during pandemic, but everything seemed to work out and the vegan community really supported us and came out. And we were actually really excited and kind of scared, you know, just with everything going on, but we've been very lucky and fortunate.
And we're still here.
So every time I come here, I always get the horchata cold brew coffee. It's delicious.
I am drinking a horchata coffee.
I have a pumpkin spice latte.
We're both vegan. I've been vegan for about 18 years.
I actually grew up in a farm where they like raised chickens, and then I got to see it firsthand, you know. And I didn't have much information at 13, so that was also kind of like the dream of doing my own thing as I developed and learned more. Obviously, we have a coffee shop, so we want stuff to taste good and make a space for vegan and non-vegan people to try compassionate stuff and not miss the flavor of dairy. So it has a lot to do with taste, but also the environment, and try to do our research too. So that was like instant, like let's make this a coffee shop breakfast. And the vegan community, I think, reaches out and helps one another. And it's also like the times that we're in, you know, Latinx, LGBTQ, we made a safe space, a compassionate space. So I think people really, it transpired that we were giving love, and I think people feel it because we love to be here genuinely.
A love for animals is what all vegans seem to have in common, especially if you're talking to actress Shannon Elizabeth. The work she's doing in the name of veganism and animals is pretty remarkable.
So my journey is kind of a long one. I haven't had meat really in like 25 years, so it's been long. So you don't just become vegan overnight. It was knowing what the animals went through. Once I knew what was happening, it kind of just, that was why I did it. My whole body changed when I stopped eating meat. Everything changed for me. So I started going out to South Africa and learning about conservation. I said, yeah, this is what I want to do with my charity and with my life. I feel like this is my mission on the planet. My why is to help save animals and be a voice for them because they need us. One of the projects that we're working on is a blind black rhino that we take care of. His name is Munu. You can actually follow the story at Munu the Rhino on Instagram. But he is a beautiful, incredible, very rare species of black rhino. And he just happens to be blind. Poaching has gone through the roof right now. So we ended up getting him a nighttime armed guard that sleeps with him and stays with him at night. Really, for me, ultimately, any animal, I look in their eyes, I'm close to them, I'm around them, I feel their heart and their love and their need for help. And that's what drives me to learn as much as I can and listen to people and just try to make a difference while I'm here. I love making Mexican food for people, but vegan style. I think we're gonna go through today how to do a vegan queso where you don't even have to cook anything. And you start with raw cashews. So you soak them and then you drain them and rinse them, and that's what we have here. The other key ingredient is nutritional yeast. Garlic or garlic powder. I'll use a little bit of onion and some salsa. So now let's put it all together. Who would have thought that all this could be vegan?
Thank you, Shannon. And coming up, a guy who can definitely say he started it all. One of the OG California vegan chefs is cooking us a meal when LA Unscripted returns. Welcome back to our plant-based special from the Grow Good Urban Farm in Bell, California. All right, we're about to give you a 5-star lesson in farm to table. Let's see how a world-class chef with over 40 restaurants around the globe turns his lettuce grow into a meal.
Hungry?
I'm very hungry. This looks amazing.
Well, I became a chef because I love food and restaurants and wine and the idea of entertaining. Well, I would never have embarked on a plant-based career if I didn't believe it was the most exciting food to work with. We operate in 6 segments: hospitality, education, media, products, services, and licensing. 60 restaurants or food businesses globally, ranging from drive-thrus that we have next to McDonald's and Burger King to our food hall. In Los Angeles, we have Double Zero. In Venice, Plant Food and Wine on Epikini. We have Sistina in Culver City and Makeout in Culver City. It's been there about 8 or 9 years. We're opening Oleada in Beverly Hills. And we work with Lingerie in Beverly Hills. Also opening Sistina in Century City. I could use this. I could just saute it. There's still a lot of concern about how complicated it is to be vegan, and the reality is it's very simple. If I'm a chef, but I have sometimes only 5 minutes to make my meals.
Wow.
So you're gonna be an Iron Man.
You got 3 kinds of kale in there.
Yeah, they're cooked inside. Got some microgreens here. I think the best way to eat it is just, I can make you one. You like guacamole? I went down to visit Jacob's stand, and it was just like peacefully there outside his house, and I just really loved it, and so it's really become a part of our life. It's changed the way the home feels, and I really just love being around plants, not just to eat them. I love being around them, seeing them. What was really fun was seeing broccoli grow last summer. The greens, when you harvest them fresh, there's something so tender about them, and the experience is totally different on the palate. The taste, the sharpness of the taste.
Tastes so good.
Very simple. You can make it in 10 minutes. I just encourage people to cook what they love and find an alternative if it's something that usually has an animal product in it, and then just take note of how they feel. And the rest usually takes care of itself.
And if you can't get to a Kenny restaurant, fear not. He has 12 cookbooks. Okay, time to put a whole lot of soul into your vegan meal, courtesy of the new hotspot, the V Tree.
I'm V.
And I'm Tree, and we're the co-owners of the V Tree
Silver Lake.
We opened because we actually have a restaurant in Charlotte, North Carolina as well.
During the All-Star Weekend, Nick Cannon happened to Google us. He came in, he ordered everything, we had twice. After that, he invited us out to Wild 'N Out in Atlanta to cook. Maybe a week or so after that, my wife and I, we looked at each other at the same time. I wonder how Nick would feel about bringing this to LA. So we called him up. He's like, let's do it. And that began our journey to LA.
My wife, Chef Velvet, is known as a transition specialist. So she helps people transition from meat eaters to plant-based lifestyle.
My goal was to bring something different that could potentially aid in a lot of the diseases and the things that are running rampant in our community.
When people try our shrimp, they can't believe it's not shrimp.
So you're having the texture, you're pulling it, so your mind is like, this is familiar. But then once the spices hit it and blend it in,
it's better than chicken. It feels better than chicken.
It's also signals going off saying, oh, I know that taste.
So we specialize in the soul plate. That's because everyone wants to try everything, which is the shrimp, the chicken, the mac, yams, cornbread, and collard greens.
We have a newbie here. She's a baby vegan. She's been vegan for about a few months?
Yeah, 6 months. So you just became vegan about how many months ago? January. I started the year off saying I wanted to do like a cleanse and also just kind of figure out what my body liked and what it didn't like, and it's just stuck. Is there anything special about you that you want people to know? I really just want to make sure that the stories that I tell feel very LA centric because I'm an LA girl. I love this city.
All right, so I think it's pretty safe to say that plant-based is not a passing fad. In fact, it was the fastest growing food business in the country last year. And just think about this. For every meal you make plant-based, you're saving 40 pounds of grain, 1,100 gallons of water, 30 square feet of forest, and 1 animal. Pretty cool, right? We'll see you next time. Thank you for joining us. Mwah.